Warzone's Black Ops 7 integration is here, but is it actually fun? Today, we're gonna be covering the good, the bad. So that's a no-go, whatever that is, because when I pick it up, and the ugly, first of all, wasn't close. And deciding whether this update is worth your time. If you want my honest opinion, outright, I'll say it. I think this was a success, but I think there's a lot more to it than whether or not it was a success. I think it comes down to whether or not it should be playable for you. Should you come in and play this brand new experience that comes with Warzone? Now, of course, I'm diving into Verdansk, even though there's a brand new map called Haven's Hollow. Yeah, this guy's, look. Brother, hey, chill, big dog. Hey there, Editor Expel here. We got tons of new content coming on the daily for the new update. So make sure not to miss out by subscribing to the channel. Okay, thank you. Brother, where are you going? Where are you going, bro? Where are you heading? Stop running. Stop it. Anyway, all right, so I've actually broken up this video probably into like 5 or 6 sections. I don't know if they're going to be timestamped, but I kind of want to start immediately with the overall additions that came with the Black Ops 7 integration. Now, if you don't know, Black Ops 7 has been using TPM, and I can't remember the other thing, but basically the anti-cheat got a big update, meaning that we should be seeing like 80% less cheaters. It literally should lower the number by about 80% or more, because not a lot of cheat companies know how to get around TPM. From my understanding, it's actually very few that know how to get around TPM, which is basically something that you have to enable in your BIOS for PC users, right? So if you're playing on console and you're always super scared of hopping into a game with crossplay turned on, then now might actually be the time. If you're struggling to find a lobby and you're on console, what you can do is you can turn on crossplay now, and you shouldn't run into cheaters nearly as often as you have in the past. Not to say they're not going to exist, but at the same time, you're probably running into cheaters using things like Cronus on console. And yes, Cronus is cheating. I had a guy in my Discord that was asking questions about his aim controller, and I saw that he had a Cronus, and I was like, brother. So there was that. But either way, there are specific outliers to stuff like this. Like, you're still gonna run into cheaters. I would say I think I've ran into a single cheater. I don't have confirmation. The guy was not banned. I don't know. What I saw on the kill cam was probably one of the most suspicious things I've ever seen. But the issue is that he was on mouse and keyboard. So off rip, what I'm going to do is I do want to run through here now that we're at this new landing spot. And from my understanding, you can actually get this thing called a heat map that'll show where all the like good players are. I don't know exactly how to do it, but I think there's like a power switch or something in here. So you turn that on, then you run this way. And this is going to fall in line with some of the other stuff that we're talking about, because there are some map updates, and we're going to talk about that as we go on. But I wanted to show you this new thing, and I'll probably do it quite a bit in the future. But for now, we're looking for a red switch. There it is. You hack that. Then I'm going to run up here. Run into here, and we got to go up one floor. Hey, buddy. I'm reloading. Let's do this. Yeah, so that sniper's also busted. Again, another thing we're gonna get into. But yeah, so the anti-cheat got a massive update, right? And that's a hugely good thing. I'm so excited to hop in and not have to fight cheaters all the time. If you play Black Ops 7, I'm sure you're thinking that there's a ton of cheaters. There's really not. I have not seen a lot of cheaters in my multiplayer experience. Hey, buddy, you mind? Okay, so improved TAC map. We can see that a lot of people are at TV station. This is a cool thing that they added in. I think it's great. I think adding pretty much anything is always good, as long as it doesn't mess with the identity of Warzone. Oh! What's this guy doing? Bang, bang. We'll be seeing you, boss. Oh my god, I blew his head off. That's insane. Next up, I do want to cover kind of what they've told us is to come. So, notice this sniper right here. It is a 2-shot kill as long as you hit a headshot. Like that guy right there. But if I can hit 2 shots on that guy, you know, he should die. And this is a little busted. This is the fastest TTK in the game, aside from a 1-shot sniper. It's got a 0.3 TTK. And so that's a little nervous, or that makes me a little nervous, because in the past, we've repeatedly seen that stuff like this takes forever to get patched. But hi, big man. I'm gone. Like the wind, son. But they're supposedly committing to getting things done a little bit faster. So hopefully we'll be able to see stuff like that happening in the future, which is an absolute W. Freakazoid. On top of the meta constantly changing, we should actually start seeing big changes to the loot pool. Now, if I go into this buy station, you can see that there's no gas mask, there's no self-revives. Now, there is a way to get a self-revive. I've not figured out a way to get the gas mask. So they want to start changing up the meta, and they want to start changing up the buy stations, and they want to start changing up the loot pool much more often. So we should be seeing multiple updates a month, or at least once a month or twice a season or something like that. We should be seeing loot pool changes. We should be seeing meta changes, stuff like that happening pretty often. If they see a weapon that is busted, they can fix it relatively quickly because they now have this new technology that separates Warzone weapons. I say new technology. It should have been like this from the beginning, like it was way back in Warzone 1. This separates Warzone weapons from the mainstay game weapons. So now we're able to get faster meta switches. But the thing is, I've noticed that they all fall in line, like all these weapons, and we're going to have a whole loadout section that we talk about in this video. All the weapons fall in line with the old meta. So every SMG falls in line with all the Black Ops 6 SMGs. Everything's around a 0.6 TTK. Except for like 2 outliers, one of which is this NPC that I have in my hands. And another one is the, and by the way, it looks like people are moving down there. So this is kind of cool, actually. Another one is the Razor. So those 2 weapons are really, really good. The Razor has a 0.54, and I think this one is also a 0.54 or a 0.56 or something like that. But my point is, it's all about the same. To be quite honest, it's all about the same. So it is what it is on that. But another cool thing is that they're going to be doing weekly challenges. We already got our first one that gives you a, what is it called? A ballistic knife. So you can actually get a ballistic knife out of the weekly challenge if you complete 6 challenges. I did it yesterday in multiplayer without even thinking about it. I was just ranking up some weapons. Hey, what up, big boy? Disregard the helicopter flying. It's not me. Big boy! I got the wrong weapon out! My bad. So we've got weekly challenges. It's going to give you new weapons, new camos. That's great. That's an absolute W, right? We're going to be getting weekend LTMs. This weekend, you're going to see a video on it tomorrow, is going to be buybacks. It is buyback quads. I wish they had things like buyback solos, but such is life. Hey, bud. You jump? What are you doing? Not on my watch, big boy. Not on my watch. Right, so that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much everything that they've said that we can expect. Now, another overarching thing that I kind of wanted to cover before we dive into some more specific things is going to be the settings. Your settings may be busted if you've brought in some things from previous games. I think you can go to like account and import your settings. Do not do that. Don't do it. I'll have a settings video coming out on Expel Plus very soon, but this will bust your audio. Something is wrong with it where if you import settings, it'll bust your audio. It's not guaranteed for everybody. You can give it a chance, but there's a high likelihood. One thing, if you're on PC, that you may notice is that when you're looking at people at a distance, and I'll show you right here, go to quality, go to fidelity cast, click apply. If you're looking at things from a distance, what you may notice, and I'll zoom in, is you can see that certain things are not as sharp at that distance. It may not be easy to tell because of YouTube processing, but on fidelity cast, which is what I've always recommended, it got messed up. Now the thing is you will get better frames with fidelity cast, but NVIDIA DLSS preset quality, sharpness 100, and transformer will fix that issue. So now at a distance, you can actually see very, very well. It's very sharp. It looks way, way better, but you do lose 2 to 3% frames. Maybe even higher depending on your system. But for me, it was about 2 to 3%. And that's kind of what you're seeing with a lot of the high-end systems. So you got to just keep that in mind. If you decide you want to, have that visual fidelity, you're going to have that issue. It is guaranteed. But the cool thing about it, God bless, brother. The cool thing about it is if you're someone like me where you snipe a lot, you can actually see where you're looking at if you change that setting. So pretty big deal. I would just recommend to not hit the old import old settings button or whatever. But either way, that kind of covers all of our overarching additions. Now I have quite a few things that I want to cover. Off rip, we're going to talk about in game. So immediately you saw me land in at Signal Station, and now we're landing over at Factory while I'm in this helicopter. Now, it's very cool that we got this, but this is something that was in Cold War. It is bar for bar the same thing that was in the Cold War update for Call of Duty Warzone, right? And I'm not a big fan of them reusing something and it taking them forever to build it out, but I do know that they redid Verdansk bar for bar, and they had to completely remake it. It wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna grab this and throw it into the game. They had to change everything to remake it one for one. So I get that it takes them a while to get that, but we should have gotten more out of it, which is why I'm going to say that the POI updates, while technically a W, are an L overall because, like I said to them at Call of Duty Next, we should have gotten more. And there's no doubt in my mind that that is the case. There is no way that we can have people make Battlefield Portal maps that are arguably more detailed and high quality, people that are not map developers doing more than what these companies are doing overall. But the issue is that Call of Duty has had Raven doing multiple different things. Like Activision has had them all over the place doing stuff they shouldn't be doing. They should have other studios focused on the stuff that they've been forced to work on. And so it's kind of slowed them down. And I want to give them a little bit of grace here, but I'm going to be honest, it does suck that they haven't done enough. So obviously that area over there and Signal. So Factory and Signal are our new POIs, and they're cool. They're completely fine. I'm not like mad about them at all. They seem to be decent additions to the game. And then they also added in, I don't know if it's still in, it's out. They added a visual overhaul to the stadium just to add in some World Series of Warzone winner banners, which is really cool. So if you haven't seen that and you like World Series of Warzone, very, very cool. I was very happy to see Fief up there on the side, dude. That was awesome, especially with his last win at World Series of Warzone, bro. Absolutely crushed it, which is incredible. Very deserving. So yeah, we got some map updates, of course. They've also added some new field upgrades. So if I drop down here, let me pop a UAV to make sure no one's nearby. I don't see anybody. You can see there's an echo unit here. Right? They've added in an echo unit, and they've also added in the war cry. I don't remember if, and by the way, you can't put these in your class. You have to pick them up in game, but I can't remember if they took things out for that, but either way, I'm not missing anything. I'll tell you that. Like, there's nothing that I'm like, man, I wish that was in the game. It's completely fine. Both of those are usable. The war cry, I think, makes you a little faster, heals you up, stuff like that. And then the echo unit, you obviously saw. I mean, I can spend $1,500. It's fine. I'll show you what the echo unit does. It kind of throws down a duplicate of your character, and then if you walk through it, it disappears. But I think it's good. I think it's a good addition. I think it'll really throw people off quite a bit. At least they didn't add the invisibility from Black Ops 7, the active camo. That would definitely be a bad thing. But I think that's fine. Now, one thing you may notice is that I do have tactical sprint on, right? So you see me like tactical sprinting. But the thing is, the only way to get that tactical sprint is through the sprinter perk. So we're kind of talking about gameplay mechanics here. So off rip, there's no more tac sprint, which, whatever, that's fine. But I think it's going to throw quite a lot of people off. A lot of people are like, hey, you know what? My game feels super slow. I don't know what that's about. It's because you did lose speed. Absolutely, without tactical sprint, they slowed you down. Now, most people are probably not going to have an issue with that. A lot of casuals are really not going to notice it. But for me, I noticed it immediately. Now, when we were at Call of Duty Next, they did showcase how it would look side by side with someone using Sprinter and not using Sprinter. And Tactical Sprint is way faster. It's so much faster. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but the perks that I have on right now, Scavenger, Sprinter, and I can't think of what this third one is. These three perks together are the best perks for solos if you're someone that's like very, very active on the map. And by the way, I'm just kind of running around because, oh, you see how, if you look at the mini map, you can see it's getting orange over here. Means there's lots and lots of players nearby. Also, I think I may be on a UAV. I'm not 100% certain. But yeah, so we've got a change in the perk system. Whoa. Whoa, who is shooting at me? That guy? That guy. I got bunkered, which is fine. Another thing that they did, which you may not notice from my gameplay because I know how to aim, is they changed aim assist. So aim assist used to be stupid strong. Like, a lot of players said they never recognized it. But in reality, it was busted. It needed a nerf. Hi, big man. Stupid. Stupid. So aim assist did get a nerf. The one thing that we kept asking for was rotational aim assist to get a nerf. And what they did is they made it more realistic.
Cheating motherfuckers.
Okay. They made it a little bit more realistic to how it should be in these first-person shooters, which means that if you are aiming at an enemy and tracking them, like you are actively moving left to right, like say there's an enemy and he moves like this, right? If you, with him, are moving, you will get more sticky aim. That's called rotational aim assist. But before, you just had to be actively moving your body to get rotational, and that's just weird. That is something that was absolutely broken, and I'm definitely gonna have to do a whole video talking about aim assist and what you can do to improve it now, because I did find a setting that does make a little bit of a difference. And some of you guys may not love that setting. Some of you guys may actually love the setting. Hi, big man. Big boy. Buddy boy. Woo! That guy thought he was gonna pull it off, but not today, not in my house, Billy Bob. Hello, is there another man here? Hello? You may notice my mic is popping up. I don't think I've got... Oh, yeah, I have. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of the screen, you see how there's the tempered perk, and I have survivor, and I believe I have awareness or alertness or whatever it's called. I have those three perks. Now, I got those from looting them. So that is another gameplay mechanic that's an absolute W. Big W is bringing back lootable perks. I hate that they haven't been in the game for so long. One thing I'd love to see is them adding in the precision thing on the minimap again. That is something that would definitely improve the competitive nature of this game. It would allow you to actually compete against people that are popping precisions and they don't show up on the map. And they don't, like, tell you literally anything about it. Like, sometimes you get, like, a PA that doesn't show up. Like, it doesn't say, precision inbound. Like, if that doesn't happen, it is miserable. So, such is life. But I will note, buy stations have had some changes. I said this earlier, but for example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my way over to police stations. So selfies and gas masks are now out of the buy stations. They've added counter UAV, which is gross. They added napalm that are mid. They've added the... I hate this. Oh, what did they add it in? The, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it on my thing over here. The Echo unit, which again, are very, very cool. Wait, it's not in here? Where is it? Oh. What? Maybe I'm at the wrong one, bro. I don't know. You're supposed to be able to get a self-revive by hitting a computer in this building. Unless I can just...
New safe zone located.
I don't understand.
Gulag's closed until further notice.
Supposedly you just hit a computer, but I think it's supposed to be beside this, so I'm not 100% sure how it works, to be quite honest. Hi, buddy. How are you?
Swapping magazines.
Big dog don't want to smooch. That's crazy. So buy station's definitely got a little change to it, but they also completely screwed up the placement of the purchasable items in the buy station because they're no longer in order of price, which is super gross. Hey, bud, where are you? Happy's here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Hey, there's no selfies in this. You leave me alone, Billy Bob. Do I have Survivor? I don't think I do. Hey, hey,
Moving.
hey. Hey, you asshole. This guy's freaking me out a little bit. Ooh, Survivor saved my ass. You see that? That's what Survivor does now. It'll keep you from getting one-shot headshotted. Also, you notice how it EMP'd? Another crazy thing. So, let me now talk about the loadouts that we have. We are going to be hopping in and playing some Haven's Hollow, and I'm going to talk a little bit while we play that, but I'll likely play one game of Haven's Hollow and one more game of Verdansk, just so I can showcase some things to you here. But the weapons, big overhaul, right? We got 30 new weapons, each of which have about 45 weapon levels, okay? Some of the weapons require you to prestige for good attachments. Those weapons are as follows: the Razor SMG and the VS Recon. Now, you can get an attachment for the Mark 78 that requires you to prestige, but aside from that, none of the other ones are pretty good. I would just simply recommend not prestiging unless you really want to and you plan on playing like a ton to get those done. But you can also prestige each weapon twice. So you go prestige 45 or prestige after 45 levels, level it up again 45 levels. That's 90 levels total. Prestige again. And then you can go all the way up to level 100. That's insane. That is like twice as much, or like probably way more than that actually, on the grind for each weapon. Like, I realize there's a certain amount where it's like, okay, I get it. You know, they want you to be able to grind as much as you want. But who's actually doing that much? That's insane to me. Who's got this kind of time? On top of that, every old weapon, I mentioned this earlier, was added into a legacy weapons section. So if you go into your weapons list, you can actually scroll all the way to the right and you can find the legacy weapons. And frankly, they all fall in line with the meta. I mentioned this earlier, but literally, oh, okay, that guy's lost in the sauce. I'm so sorry, buddy. Hey. Oh, boy, what you doing? You having yourself a swell day? So yeah, like I said, the legacy weapons now have their own section. I will note that it's kind of bugged out right now where you can't unlock any of the old legacy weapons and all of your old builds are completely gone. So they got rid of all the old builds, which kind of sucks, but there is no armory right now. So you don't really have the ability to unlock anything. You're just kind of stuck with what you have currently. Supposedly that's getting fixed, but it is what it is. The perks, like I said, got a complete revamp. This is good because they now kind of turn you into a specific like class of player. So you can have the perks that I have. Super fast, you fly around the map, you feel like an absolute schleemy deemy. Or you can do like a full ghosted out class, which is also incredible because Ghost got a massive buff with this update. I think it's super good. It allows you to no longer show up on advanced UAVs. Bird's eye completely out of the game. So if you're a ghosted player and you are moving, you will stay off of radar, which I think is such a good thing, especially if you're trying to stay stealthy. It'll be good for competitive BR, stuff like that. It's all great. And this is, honestly, this is a lot of W's, right? The complete revamp of perks, absolute W's. The removal of wild cards, by the way. That means no more gunfighter, only 5 attachments, and overkill by default. Absolute W, dude. We're kind of just bouncing around here. That guy's dead. McFlurry, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much, Chrome Solo.
Let up now.
Boing.
Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
you and me, feller.
Gas is moving in. Use
No gas mask, by the way, so. This is kind of crazy. And we got another game after this, so make sure to stick around. And we're also going to hit up Haven's Hollow as well. But I think the last thing is equipment. They removed some old lethals and tacticals. They added in new lethals and tacticals. The only thing is none of them are actually really good. They're all just kind of mid, which is a little upsetting. Like, you've got no good lethal, but at the same time, I guess lethals are one of those things where you really don't want it to be like super overpowered. You kind of want them to all just be okay to where they just do their job. Stim's got a massive buff, which feels really, really nice. The heartbeat sensor is terrible now, and it was moved to a tactical. Anyway, I feel like we've basically hit all the W's, so I'm going to hit all the negative now because there's a lot. So, naturally, of course, with every update, there's good and there is bad. And in this case, the bad is not as bad as it usually is. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Everybody's got a different feeling about stuff, but I'm going to tell you how I feel as someone that literally plays this game all the time and sees a lot more of the bad than most people. Like, I literally have to deal with the bad constantly, so I feel like it, you know, I know I'm not casual, but I feel like that opinion kind of matters because I'm probably seeing it a lot more than anybody else, so it's going to be a little bit bigger of a deal for someone like me. So either way, I will say they did add for the loadout section, which I didn't get to finish, they did add weapon codes, right? But ironically, it's pointless because you're never going to use those weapon codes. Now, while you can copy the class from someone, you know, those weapon codes are really long. And why would you tell somebody, hey, copy this, 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 and this, unless there's like 100 billion attachments, which is currently not in the game. So I don't know. It just feels kind of stupid because I can just tell people 5 attachments and then I'm good. Next up is the microtransactions. So Call of Duty actually launched season 1 with 5 bundles, or well, 4 in this case. But one more came out today. So a 5th bundle in 24 hours. That feels like a lot. That feels like a lot of bundles, dude. So maybe they're trying to monetize a little bit extra. And I know that a lot of people are pretty upset because the Black Cell has raised its price, but in reality, it hasn't. The Black Cell price has stayed the exact same. The thing is that a lot of people that were on Xbox were actually getting a discount. So that discount is no longer there, which is what's making people think that the Black Cell raised its price, but they just stopped giving out a discount. So kind of sucks for those of you on Xbox that were getting the discount, but such is life. The Battle Pass itself, I got for free, but it was not memorable in pretty much any way. I would say in this case, it's really not worth your money unless you're really trying to unlock some weapons and you don't have time to get attachments and stuff like that. I would say Battle Pass is probably good, and then you can buy your way through the Battle Pass, but even at that point, that's just stupid. I mean, I'm not going to recommend it to you by any means. And by the way, this is Factory. This is what we're running through. If you played the Cold War version of Warzone, then you've played this. But you hear that guy just flying by? But I will note that with the weekly event, like I said earlier, ballistic knife was supposed to be what you unlocked, but the issue is the ballistic knife literally came in a bundle. So that's pretty goofy, in my personal opinion. Now on to matchmaking. All right, so matchmaking is kind of a iffy one for me. I actually recorded a lot of this video last night, right? And you didn't get to see any of that. And the reason why is because my whole video was just me bitching about open matchmaking because it makes no sense that they added it in. And it doesn't feel like open matchmaking. And I'll give some examples here. So Raven Software said that open matchmaking is the default for every mode except for casuals, which, by the way, should tell you that casuals has engagement optimized matchmaking. I've been saying this since it dropped. It has engagement optimized matchmaking. That is the very strict version of matchmaking. So if you're dog shit at the game, you will be playing against dog shit players. If you think that you're fighting demons, there is a high likelihood that that is not the case and you're just getting slammed because you're bad and the other guy's bad too, but he bested you. That is reality. I know it sucks. I know you don't want to hear it, and you're going to fuss at me in the comments. I get it. Such is life. Bitch all you want. I'm not going to read your comment if it's 10 pages long. And we literally know the reality of what's going on. It does not make sense. I'm so sorry. I respect that you have had an experience, but I do not have to accept that that is reality whenever we're given the information and they literally hand it over to us. With that said, let's talk about open matchmaking. Immediately, I do not have money. I was going to get a loadout. I'm kind of just running around. I know I'm being pretty annoying here, but open matchmaking is a little weird because they said it was going to be one thing and it feels like something completely different. So off rep, hopping into a solos match, it took me 3 minutes. This was at 11 a.m. 3 minutes to get into a solos match. To get into a duos match, it took me about a minute. I could not find a trios match. Literally, I sat for 10 minutes and then I sat for another 10 minutes on 2 different searches. Trios just doesn't work at 11 a.m. I'm guessing. Not enough players with 2 friends. I don't know. But that is a no-go. Where's all the money? Am I missing this? Where's the money? Give me the money, big dog. Maybe I should go down below. And then it took about 2 minutes to get a quads match. Now, from my experience, these games feel pretty much exactly as they did before. Please don't push me, mister. I'm so scared. Please, sir. I'm begging. Don't fight me. I'm so scared. But basically, I personally am not feeling a big difference in these matches. Maybe they're a little easier. I can't really tell. I mean, it's going to take a little bit more time than one day. To decide on my experience, especially with, like, this guy's a demon. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro's slipping around like a psychopath. What's your deal, big dog?
Moving.
My boy's a freak. However, I am being told over on X, a lot of people are telling me that, like, lobbies are super easy. I've just not really experienced that. I think, if anything, I am running into some lower skilled players more often, but also I'm running into some higher skilled players more often. So I don't know. I don't know how accurate it is. I don't know if anybody's having a different experience than me. But like that guy right there, he's a prestige 5 and he was running around like a freaking psychopath. Look at this. He already got his loadout. Like he's locked in. Like look at this build. Hold on. Look at this. Look, this is the guy I just fought. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we for real right now? Like, brother, my brother. This gun just came out. What is this? What is this? Isn't that like one of the new camos? Like, am I crazy? But with that said, I feel like personally it should be faster to find a match. I know a lot of people are going to say, Expel, it's just because the player base is dying. Okay. I hear you, but that doesn't make sense when you actually think about the numbers. When you actually think about the numbers, hold on, by the way. When you actually think about the numbers, it's like, okay, so you're telling me 10 minutes to find a trios match. It can't find 150 other players in the US that are playing trios. We have a game that on Steam alone, at a tiny amount of its player base, has 60,000 players. Bitch.
Boom.
60,000 players, and of those 60,000 players, we can't find 150 in the US that are playing trios. Like the numbers just don't add up. So when we talk about open matchmaking, my big issue with it is that in reality, skill is still very much so considered. So to say minimally considered is bullshit. And I really struggle to explain to people how that works. I don't know how to express that there is physically no way that at any point in time, no matter what's going on, that I shouldn't be able to find 150 players. Like, it just doesn't make sense. I sat for 20 minutes earlier today trying to find a trios match. 20 minutes, which is the entire length of a match. And I couldn't find 150 players. So that just doesn't make sense. So in my personal opinion, I think, again, this is one of those situations where they really, really got to step up their game on deciding whether or not it's a good idea to have the matchmaking system the way that it is. I think they should really tweak it a little bit more, make it where it all comes down to ping, except for a protected players bracket. That is something I'm going to stay very hardcore on. I think it's very important to say that because there should be a protected players bracket, but I also think that there's just no reason for us to be sitting here spending so much time trying to find matches whenever I should be able to get in there pretty quick if it's truly open matchmaking, right? That's my problem, is that it all just feels like a lie. Feels like a bullshit lie. And that's my struggle. So that's my personal feeling about it. I feel like at all times... Oh, that's super unfortunate. At all times, I should be able to find a lobby. Like, you know, I'm fighting some of these guys and they obviously seem a little bit worse. Like, I think there is a loosened matchmaking system. But the issue for me isn't the player skill. I don't give a shit in Warzone if I'm playing good players because Warzone is very, very different. Oh, shit. It's very different whenever it comes to how you fight players. Like, sure, there's going to be times where it's like, all right, I'm getting slammed today, right? Hey, what's up, big dog? Big man got his mic off. Oh, I'm dead. That's crazy. I couldn't do anything right there. He just got really lucky. Like, that was... Woo, that guy was awful. Luckily, this Cheney guy is also really bad. But yeah, I don't think it really matters. I don't think skill is something that I really care about. It's just about being able to find a lobby, which has become very difficult. And I realize that a lower number of players should account for that. But if you think about it in like a numbers way, that's fucking stupid. Like, it does not make sense to say that. It physically cannot make sense to say that. Anybody believing that has just a drastically different understanding of how math works than I do. Maybe I'm a dumbass, you know, like maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. Hey, big dog. Big man. You hold on to that for a second. Okay. Oh, okay. Don't know what happened there. Okay. What is going on? So that's a no-go, whatever that is, because when I pick it up, I can't move.
Target grid empty. Negative BDA.
That's crazy.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
What the shit? That kilo's busted. No. Woo! Big man. If I die here, we are gonna go play Haven's Hollow.
Closing in. Get through the
Inbound.
Oh shit! Oh god!
Swapping magazines. Got any cancel that.
Same asshole, dude.
Changing mag.
UAV standing by.
Requesting recon flyover.
Oh my god, it's just ghosted up in here, dude. You're a psycho, dude.
Frag out.
Wait, what is that skin? Wait, what?
Gas is moving.
Yo, that's from Warzone 1. What? That's literally a... What? Is that in the game now?
UAV exiting the AO.
Did they bring back an old skin, dude? Am I smoking the crank? Like, what's happening?
Requesting recon at my location.
UAV standing by.
Hold on. So you put your friend in me. This is crazy, dude. Don't hit it. He doesn't hit it. Oh, he doesn't hit it, JP's. What you doing, old boy? What you got in your hand? Is that a VS recon? Oh, shit, brother. Lock it in.
Stay alert. Enemies.
Lock it in, old feller.
Request received. We're a dot.
Switching mag.
Aside from that, I think the only thing I really have left before we dive into Haven's Hollow is kind of like the bugs, which you just witnessed one, which is, you know, it's a little laggy at times. Specifically, the firing range as well is very, very laggy upon entering it, which is a big no-go for me. Hi, buddy.
Hey,
What you
up,
doing?
What are you doing?
Frag out.
Please don't hurt me.
I'm reloading.
I'm inside bottom floor. Don't touch me.
All right, bro.
You want to be buds?
Buds. I don't know. That sounds kind of weird.
You want to kiss a little bit?
Definitely not, dude. No, thank you.
I'm down if you're down.
I'm already down here.
You're down to kiss?
Requesting recon.
Look, man, I don't want to fight. Please don't hurt me, mister. Oh, I'm so horny, mister.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Get your dumb ass out of here, bud. Get your dumb ass out of here, Spado. Hey. You're done. You're done for, bud. Get on out. There's another guy somewhere over there. That guy stressed me just a little bit. He stretched me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Booty hole check. Whoa. Where is everybody now? Yes, we'll play one game at Haven's Hollow so that I can showcase that just a little bit, because obviously Haven's Hollow, incredible map. I think they did such a good job on that. So I want to give them a little rundown on that, and then I think we'll have our consensus of how I'm feeling. I mean, I did give you like an overarching answer earlier, so you should have a sneaky little idea of what we're talking about here. One thing that is a little frustrating is the sheer number of people that run Ghost now. It is kind of miserable. Can't lie to you. There's usually in solos like a ton of people that are running it. Hi, bud. Buddy.
Gas is inbound. Priority taxing request received.
Thank you.
I'm reloading.
Oh my god, brother. You're stressing me. UAV up.
Requesting recon flyover.
UAV available.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that at all.
UAV standing by.
Damn. Damn, old boy. Absolutely pozzizzled on.
Changing
No,
mag.
thank you.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO. Priority tasking request received. We're a dot.
Swapping magazines.
Dude. I do like these new guns, though. Oh, man. I actually really, really enjoy the new guns.
Requesting recon at my location.
I have a good time with them, honestly. This guy, is this guy just camped up in the building again? What the what? Hey! Hey! Your grandmama's ugly! I said what I said. She shouldn't have had your mama. Was your mama ugly too?
Marking new safe zone.
You listen here, bud. I'm gonna shoot you through the ceiling.
Switching mag.
Down. Area's clear.
All right, here's the deal. Cause that's you and me. And your brother's Wayne with nothing to do. Big hefty. You see how fast I am, though? Hey! I heard a guy land over here.
Requesting recon flyover. Enemy movement. Forget that.
My God, we're faster than Furf. See how that guy ghosted up and he's completely off the radar? All right, we got a guy right here. Two dudes chilling in a hot tub. 10 feet apart because they don't want to touch tips. Hey, ah! Oh my God, don't kill me! Ah! You're Yim.
Don't let up now. Losing ground. Moving.
Swapping magazines.
Where's this guy?
Requesting recon at my
This
location.
guy seems pretty stupid. 3,
Moving.
2, 1.
Switching mag.
Big Daddy Don. All right, 1v1 situation. Boink. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was never really, like, at least for the past, like, 2 years, I don't think I've been someone that really cares about, like, the skill level of my enemies. It's more about just getting into a lobby quickly, right? Oh, well, well, well. This guy does not have a mic, because I'm certain that he's in one of these buildings. Unless he's not. Where would he have gone, though? Could he be over here? Could he be... Oh, no, he's in there.
Just closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Oh, man. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I keep forgetting that it's like press and hold. And I keep messing it up. But for the final game, let's dive in to a solo on Haven's Hollow, and we'll talk about that, because that's the only way I know how to talk about it, because I am not a Resurgence player. So now we are officially diving in to the beautiful Haven's Hollow. And honestly, I think the big thing for me is that it truly is gorgeous. Like, being able to dive in and play on a map like this, something that we've been asking for such a long time, something bright, vibrant, colorful, fun. I think this is a W. Everybody for Resurgence, they got what they've been asking for, bro. I mean, it's not Vondel, but it's like a baby between Vondel and Fortune's Keep and, I don't know, maybe some other maps too, dude. I feel like they did such a good job on this map, and when I played it at COD Next, I was not convinced. But playing it at home, not playing against literally the best players in the world 24/7, feels really good. Now, I'm not someone that loves Resurgence. I told you guys that already, but I don't know, bro. I know it ain't bad. It ain't bad. Hey, big dog. What up, Mirox? Mirox, how are you, feller? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop shooting him. Could you just 1 second? I'm goated.
Switching mag.
Hold on, bud.
25 still active in the AR.
Whoop! Hi, Andre. What you doing? Oh! What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What up, Andre? I didn't realize you had your boyfriend out here. Where's he at? Bring him over. Oh, you're, he's in the sky, huh? All right. Well, bye. Lord have mercy. We're having a good time. I do probably need to get rid of this Mirage here. This reload is atrocious, dude. It takes forever. Hey! Hey!
Enemies are dropping into the...
Took around!
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Grenade out!
Now, I will note I am playing solo duos, which is why I'm playing like a weirdo. But that's because solos is not available, which is the bad part, is that they kept Rebirth Island in rotation, which I think is such a stupid move. I feel like Rebirth should just be taken out for at least a week, bro. We get it. Rebirth is good, but like, move on. I think they're just scared because of what happened with Area 99, where Area 99 was just straight up dog shit. Like one of the worst maps we ever had ever, or if not the worst map we've ever had ever for Call of Duty Warzone. Maybe that's what was going on, is they were just a little bit scared something was going to go wrong with that, but it truly is fine. Like, it's a good map.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down. All bounty targets.
Switching back.
Sheesh. I need to find a plate box, because plates are really hard to come by, which, by the way, is my one gripe about this map, is that plates are really hard to come by. Especially when you get a little bit later in the game, it gets really stressful. Now my loadout's coming in right here. I really want to grab it. So let's do that. Oh, man, look how bright and colorful this is. This is theirs. It's 100% their loadout. Oh my god, I ran into it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I respect your kill. I respect it. Get me. Yeah, no, I deserve this. And then your teammate stole me. That's crazy out of him. First of all, wasn't even fucking close. All right, cool. No, that's perfect. As God intended, really, truly. Chances they just camp my loot, or what are we thinking here? Try to stay alive for a split second. No.
Throwing something! Stay about. Changing mag.
Only 10 left.
Okay.
Squads active in the field.
Big man, may I ask you a question? What perk does that now?
Locating the rest of them. You're losing ground. Moving.
Switching
Oh, ain't that payback? Uh-oh.
Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
Damn, son.
Finally, back at full strength.
Oh, you a whole bitch for using a C9, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Stop using these old weapons. Just take a little time, level it up. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Getting
No, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, though.
Moving here.
Enemy.
Moving.
Enemy destroyed. Use
Okay.
your attack map to hunt down the rest of them.
Interesting, interesting. Now, keep in mind, I am playing duos.
Switching back.
Jeez, oh, Lou, brother.
Hunt them down.
Got armor here. Swapping magazine.
Okay, there's another guy there, but I'm not interested. Oh, selfie.
Switching
That's
back.
kind. Oh, shit. Oh my god, we're going crazy out here, bro.
Watch your step.
We're having a good time. I mean, I gotta say, like, I'm not a Resurgence guy, but this is good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm trying to say is that truly, I am not a Resurgence guy and I would play this. Like, it's a decent sized map.
Gas inbound.
Play cover out.
Hey, big dog.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh, shit. Oh my god, you guys touch tips at night? I got 37 seconds to come back right here. They're touching tips at night. I believe it.
Backwards along.
That's all right. That's all right. I'd like to join them a little bit, you know? Sheesh, had I known we were touching tips, I'd have joined in a different way there, boys. Look at that guy just looting up over there. Look at these fellers just chilling. Like villains. Okay, no one's on top of this roof. This gives me the opportunity to take this, toss this on the ground right there. If they shoot at that,
Enemies dropping into the AR.
ooh, that's nice. Oh, that's also nice. Cool, 2 Travics.
It's no longer active.
This guy's got the tushiest.
Expect resistance.
I mean, I realize like right now I'm not like giving a review, but I mean, you're seeing me play and actually enjoy a Resurgence map. I feel like a shill, bro. I really do, because I'm like down for this shit. Like, this is nice. Where, oh where, oh where? No, hold on. What the? Why did it show a punch? Hey!
Gas is moving.
Changing mag.
Oh, that's another guy!
Taking effective fire.
What in the bowling alley? Okay. Shit.
You're in the top 3. Don't get up now. 3 squads left in the
Okay, okay, okay. Only one duo. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Mag.
No plates. Super unfortunate. Shit. Where the furf are they? All right, sure.
The enemy squad hunting you is down. You're clear for next.
I'm reloading. Reloading.
Gas is closing in.
What? What?
Got a vehicle here. Forget that.
LDPR salvo ready for launch.
FFE, danger close. Over.
Hey!
I'm getting stitched up.
Woo! Oh, your boy is in that thing! Dude, I'd play it. Like, this is one of those where, honestly, you catch me playing this shit, like, on the regular, bro. Like, this is a vibe. I'm not gonna lie, they cooked with it. So, if I had to give you an overarching answer, should you download this update? Should you play this update if you've not been playing Call of Duty in a little bit? Yeah, it feels very refreshing. I mean, if you're somebody that like really, really hates it, why the fuck are you here? Like, that's my question. I'm not here to shill by any means. There's things that I feel a specific way about. There's things that I enjoy. There's things I don't enjoy about it. But at the end of the day, like, it's better than it was. They've got a ton of new things. They're adding, not subtracting, which is something they said they were going to do for a long time. And it feels like we're actually on the up right now. So if we can figure out this matchmaking thing where I'm not getting players in my lobbies, honestly, I'll be having a good time. Either way, let me know your thoughts in a comment down below. Did they ruin Warzone? That's it. That's all I got. Check out this video from yesterday where we actually ran through stuff. Or maybe some other videos there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I just work here.